Go! Hey guys.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Pokemon FireRed Nuzlocke Randomizer Race.
As discussed at the end of last episode, we took a bit of a sabbatical, went away. I went to the Himalayan mountains and learnt some magic. What about yourself?
I left Texas for the first time in my life.
What?
I went to Oklahoma. I saw a play. It kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I saw Oklahoma, and that was about it. It just sucked.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
To reiterate, we took a 10-minute sabbatical.
Yeah, that's true.
I mastered sorcery in 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, including travel time.
Are you a sorcerer?
Some might say a sorcerer supreme. I still haven't actually seen that movie.
I haven't either. Oh, speaking of movies, I finally watched Warcraft.
Yeah, I've actually been meaning to. I've been meaning to watch it. I've had access to it for a while.
It was better than I expected. I thought I'd hate it. It put me to sleep. I'm not gonna lie. I got really drowsy. But it's not the movie's fault. It's just that whole Middle Earth shit just puts me to sleep. Like fucking Lord of the Rings. I have yet to see like all of the movies because I fall asleep in the middle of them every fucking time. Lord
of the Rings I get because they get pretty political. Kind of like Star Wars.
Wait till you see Warcraft.
Oh, holy shit. Really? See, I've been watching Stargate as I've been talking about, and my girlfriend's been watching a few episodes with me whenever like she's not been doing anything and been like, oh, let's actually spend some time together. And that sounds really bad, but like we're literally just like, oh yeah, like we're like I'm not doing anything, I'm gonna just come join you because you're just watching sitting on the couch kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, cool. Anyway, the point is she sat down for one episode and was like, wow, that's actually like a kind of interesting looking show. I'm like, yeah, just wait for a political episode. Literally the next episode was like the most political episode that I've ever had, and I was just
ever?
No, probably not ever, but like I was just like, yeah, see, fucking told you. Like, they got some good, exciting, action-packed fucking episodes, but then they've got some where it's just like, oh yes, everyone's going to be sitting around the table for the entirety of this episode, and we're just going to be yelling at things.
It sounds about right, though.
Oh, it's just, I mean, for the nature of the show, it totally makes sense, and I completely like, I dig it. I dig it for that because it's kind of addressing the kind of things that, Star Wars tried to do because. You know, Star Wars is kind of like there's the Senate.
The prequels went a little overboard on it.
They did. They absolutely did. But like,
I'm actually like one of the 5 people in the world that actually tolerate the prequels.
I can tolerate.
I'm not saying they're great, but you know, like the first one was kind of iffy. But
well, see, I grew up with them. I grew up with them like as a kid, so obviously they're a bit more special to me because they were the first Star Wars movies I watched.
I mean, obviously, I watched some Star Wars movies as a kid, but
like I would have been 5 or 6 when the Phantom Menace originally came out.
Okay,
on,
that was
VHS
2001, wasn't it?
2001. So like, I grew up with the prequels, so like I get that a lot of people were kind of like, oh, the shit. Like, I get what people coming from with it. I grew up with it, so I kind of thought that's what they were. And then it was more exciting to actually, like, when I got a bit older, to actually see the original trilogy and be like, oh, fuck, so this is what it's all about. Anyway.
I watched the original trilogy. My dad is a huge sci-fi nerd, and he forced that shit down my throat.
I mean, sci-fi's
fun. To be fair, you know, like he tried to get me into Star Trek early on, and I just did not dig Star Trek until I was about 18, 19 years old, and then I like fell in love with Star Trek. And to this day, I am a bigger Trekkie than I am a Star Wars fan. So
Star Trek's got that same kind of approach that Stargate has, I feel, but like because there's no like they've like from what I understand, they very rarely are ever at Earth, so it's kind of like every time I see it, it's like there's no grounding, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Like in all the superhero movies, there's always that grounding because the character's going through some emotional trauma that like anyone can relate to, and like in any good narrative, that should be like something like there should be a grounding that you can relate to. And you know, in the original 1994 Stargate movie, with James Spader and Kurt Russell, you know, the grounding was Daniel Jackson, who's like the civilian who's just been dragged into it all, and it's like. you know, that's the kind of idea I'm talking about. So like, I feel like Stargate are doing it much better because you've got this perspective from Earth, and you've got this perspective that they're like, well, yeah, the government's covering it up, and like, you know, then they'll say something to some government that's like, you need to like, you should tell your people about the Stargate, and then they'll make something like you've told yours, and they're like, well, it's different. It's like they call themselves out on their bullshit, and and so, you know, like I kind of like that kind of humor. But yeah, they followed the same premise of Star Wars, where Star Wars had the premise right, they just fucking went too far.
The execution was horrible.
It wasn't that it was horrible, it was just too much. Like, it was less is more in this case. Like,
yeah,
you know, obviously, if there's a coalition of all these planets across galaxies, you're gonna need a Senate to govern across a lot of them, especially if everyone's like working together, right? So,
like a federation of planets, you know?
Yeah. So like, it makes sense that there's a Senate. I mean, you'd be stupid to not acknowledge that there is a Senate.
Well, to be fair, in Star Trek, the Federation kind of works as like a presidential system, kind of like America, because I guess it's
so one person calls all the shots.
Well, they have the president of the Senate, I guess, the Federation. I'm sure they have, like, you know, a group of advisors, one from each planet. But I think that as of like the next generation, there's like 300 or so planets. So
yeah, that's a lot. So but yeah, like I just like in Stargate, there's this grounding because they come back to Earth, and they've got like the perspective of these people who, yeah, they're like significantly smarter than the average human.
It has been so long since I watched Stargate. It's not even funny.
Fuck. So I grew up with a friend who absolutely was obsessed with it, and like he tried to get me to watch a few episodes, and I think I only actually ever like properly watched one, and yeah, so I never really took the rest in because I kind of was just like, I don't know, just not my thing, because it was like the politics, and
fuck.
And like, now that I'm older and I can actually understand these kind of like these issues and stuff, I'm kind of like, oh, yeah, I dig it. Like, I get it.
Yeah, like a lot of movies that I hated as a kid that I love now, that I just didn't, you know, well, the politics are boring, you know. It's like, no, they're interesting, you know. It's a different ideology. A lot of them, you know, are based off fact that make you think, you know.
Yeah, and they bring up very, very real points about things.
It's kind of like an Ocarina of Time, you know, the whole... Yeah, you shouldn't listen to stupid princesses that make you open the door of time that gives the fucking bad guy all the power. Just saying. Fuck.
A while ago, I bought Ocarina of Time for my 3DS.
Okay.
And it took me a while.
Have you beat your rival yet?
No.
Have you fought your rival yet?
Nope.
Okay. Just checking.
It's gonna take me a while, but I'm training up before I get that checkpoint.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, that's my tactic here.
I forgot to save after I fought the rival.
Oh, you're kidding.
I think I saved after Giovanni, so it's not that big of a deal. I'll just have you pause while I catch up. Actually, I would have saved... No, I haven't saved the game, so that's not alright. So we're all good. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sure there's a save state somewhere that I can catch up to where I am.
God damn it.
I forgot to switch Pokemon. I'm an idiot. I'm running out of Surf. It's pissing me off. I just don't have enough PP to make it through.
Yeah,
in one go.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting in Pokemon Mansion training.
All right, go on with your story about your friend that like Pokemon or something. Or Ocarina of Time.
Oh yeah, so I got it. I finally started playing it like
3D or 64.
3DS.
Okay.
Yeah, and
it's not the same.
Yeah, look, because I recently, while I've been doing some electronic stuff for my uni assignments and personal stuff, I've been like having playlists playing, and I was watching, more listening to Game Grumps doing Ocarina of Time, and like, so I had those graphics in my head, and I had like, you know, kind of their jokes going through it, and I got into the gameplay on the DS finally after all this time, and I was like, huh, these graphics are like, don't have that same charm, hey. I mean, they look great, and they look so much better, but like, they just don't have that same charm. And it's very interesting. Very interesting. That being said, they also played on
No! I accidentally replaced fucking Dragon Claw with fucking Protect.
Ooh, and you had that as a TM, didn't you?
Yep.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
That's okay.
That's got to hurt.
We all make mistakes. I made a big one right there, but it's okay.
Well.
So I have a funny story involving Ocarina of Time. So
shit.
So when I had an N64 back in the day, I still have an N64. But when I was a younger man, when the N64 just first came out, you didn't have HDMI cables, obviously.
Really?
So,
how did you live?
It was very, very difficult.
How did you?
Anyway,
How did you not live with like video and audio and internet pass through one cable? That's so much simpler. Oh my god! How did you live? All right, pass the sarcasm.
All right, so there was these cords that you plugged on the back of the TV, or in my case, I was plugging it into the VCR. That is a video cassette recorder for those who don't know. They do exist today, but they're kind of pointless.
They're also usually in like combo units, so it's like DVD player and VCR, which is weird.
Well, this was before DVDs were even big, you know, when I was a kid. I mean, the PlayStation was, coming out. But anyway, so the N64 fried my dad's VCR's ports. And my dad beat the living fuck out of me.
The input?
Yeah, the input ports it fried them.
How the fuck did it do that?
I don't know, but my dad beat the living fuck out of me for it. And that's like my first memory of Ocarina of Time.
Wow, that's actually really brutal.
Yeah, well, life happens, you can't just be happy, that'd be too easy.
Yeah, I suppose. Like me losing the lead and not actually trying to get it back quite quickly.
Yeah, well.
Playing the long game, damn it.
See, here's the thing.
That's what I keep telling myself.
This entire game, you have never felt rushed.
No. Well, I kind of did at one point, and then I kind of forgot about it because we ended the session.
But what I'm saying is, you've been kind of playing laid back at your own pace this entire time.
I mean, it's still kind of am, but yeah.
You've never felt like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't spend 20 parts grinding in this one section because, he's way behind me. It's fine. I can take all this time grinding. Now you kind of got the heat on you. Yeah. However, you've also got to grind now. There is no fucking way you are fluking it through the entire Elite Four and Champion with only one Pokemon over level 40. You don't know that.
There's no fucking way you can do that.
You don't know that, though.
You have to use revives, and you can't. You fucking can't.
Unless we go with your original rule, which says I can't. Let's go with your original rule, which says I won the race.
The original rule that you shut down because you're like, no, fuck that. Fuck that rule.
It doesn't help me at all.
It was never a rule.
I'm gonna get Celadon City. Didn't I catch a Pokemon that I can evolve with the stone? Or is that just my imagination?
I think it's your imagination.
Damn it. Shit! So I'm no longer in Victory Road, if it makes you feel better.
No, not really. I felt better with you in there.
Yeah? Did you fear for my life like I did?
I mean, it wasn't fear I was feeling, but yes.
Let's see.
There was an emotion for your life. How about that? We'll leave it there.
Shit. I feel awkward because I had an awesome dragon attack that I erased on accident.
Yeah, you fucked up, son.
This isn't even a good store. Shit.
Oh, the Viridian one?
Oh, I went to Celadon.
Wait, what?
I went to Celadon.
How dare you talk like that to me?
I know, right?
That's just...
How many burn hills? I've won.
I'm really disgusted by your performance there.
Me too. I'm sorry. It's just it's unexcusable.
I mean,
inexcusable. Whatever.
Yeah, the actual words might help.
Yeah.
He wasn't poisoned.
Does Fuchsia have the best items?
I mean,
no. I would assume Cinnabar Island does.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I would
outsmarted the game.
The highest.
Oh man, and the Pokemon Mart is right next to the fucking Poke Center.
Yeah, it's really handy. I'm actually in the Pokemon Center right now.
And in the same city?
Yeah.
Hyper Potion. I need like How many can I buy? 15? I don't have a lot of money.
Hi, Herao.
Wow, this is insane. Anyway, next time on TBC Plays, we're gonna go and do stuff. What are you gonna do?
That alarm scared the shit out of me. I actually jumped.
All right. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to stay awesome. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.